I just scored the coolest 1960s vintage dresser. Let's go pick it up.
The winning bid on this dresser, just $5. Yep, $5. And honestly, the second I saw it at the estate sale, I totally understood why. But today I'm taking this total lemon and doing my best to turn it into sweet lemonade. Let's get started. Once I got this home, I was a little disappointed to see how much damage this 1960s dresser had to it. Not only was it damaged in a lot of places, especially on the front, all of the drawers on this dresser were made out of particle board with a really thin plastic coating on the top of them, so it wasn't even great quality. And the insides of the drawers, yeah, they're all trashed too. So what I thought was going to be a restoration job now has to turn into something else.
I almost hate what I have to do to this dresser today, but it's got to be done. Where I think we'll start first is just getting all of this hardware off of here. I love this hardware, but I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to use this on the idea I have for this project today. But let's at least get it off. I'm going to set it to the side and I can always save it for later. Figure this out. Why would only one of the doors have indents for the hardware and none of the other ones do? That's really strange. The insides of these drawers are just totally stuck and they're all trashed. Like they all look like that on the inside. So even though, yes, I'm definitely going to scrub them, I think these are all going to require drawer liners to make them look nice. Like that's into the particle board, so that's not like dirt or anything. That's an actual stain scratch that's all the way through. This one's going to require a lot. This dresser has some brass or gold plated things in the middle and the sides of it, and they are just attached with finishing nails. So I'm using some of my upholstery tools just to go in and get these off of here. Don't think we're going to be attaching these back on either. Time to get this clean. My go-to cleaner is always Simple Green. It does a great job at degreasing these pieces. This one's in pretty good shape. Really, there's just like cosmetic fixing that needs to be done, but it's not that dirty. It is pretty dirty. I slid these drawers back in here just so you can see some of the damage that I'm up against. This is really, really thin veneer that's on here. When I peel this back, you can see there's particle board underneath. And this is just really, really thin. I've got a lot of this on the majority of the drawers, especially on the edges. So we're going to take a different route with these drawers today. They're not made of anything that's high end. They're certainly not solid wood. So it kind of makes a really great canvas for this modern look that I'm going after.
Let's hit pause on this flip so I can tell you about today's sponsor. As a busy homeschool DIY mom, I don't always have time to run to the store, stand in long lines, and hope that the meat that I grab is actually good quality. And that's why I was so excited to try Good Chop. They deliver high quality American meat and seafood straight to your door, and honestly, it's been so great for our family. What I love most about Good Chop is the convenience. Everything comes vacuum sealed and frozen at peak freshness, so my freezer stays stocked and I cook when I want. No last minute store runs, no questionable meat cuts. It's just great quality meat ready when I need it. It's perfect for a quick weeknight dinner or when I'm meal prepping for the busy week ahead. And here's something I really value. Good Chop sources all their meat and seafood exclusively from American farms and fisheries. So not only do I know that I'm feeding my family the best, but I'm also supporting local family farms and independent ranchers right here in the US. Last week I used their grass-fed ground beef in my favorite fall chili recipe, and it took it to the next level. So tender and juicy, so flavorful. We also tried their best-selling chicken wings on game day, and they were so great. All natural, no antibiotics or added hormones, exactly what I'm looking for when I'm cooking for the family. You can choose from over 100 menu items: grass-fed beef, organic chicken, responsibly raised pork, wild-caught seafood, even new cuts like thick ribeye or tomahawk steak, and the marbling on these is insane, you guys. I love being able to customize my box depending on what meals I'm planning for this season. And if you're wondering if it's worth it, Good Chop backs everything with 100% money-back guarantee. You love it or you get your money back. So there's zero risk in trying it. Go to goodchop.com/YouTube and use code LEMONS50 or just click the link in the caption below to get $50 off plus free shipping on your first box. That's goodchop.com/YouTube with code LEMONS50 for $50 off plus free shipping. Now back to the flip.
This guy is really low by today's standards, so we're going to modify this base a little bit, add some legs, and give it some height. So when I flip this thing upside down, I know that this is all one piece, so I'm going to need to make a cut on this just so I can get some legs up underneath it. It's got some space here, so I need to probably remove this. This has screws, so this will come off. But I want to make sure the legs I'm putting on have some sort of reinforcement, because this is just particle board going up into the dresser. And so those legs will not be that secure to hold something that is so heavy like this. So the challenge for today is just sort of build out this base a little better and give it that really cool modern MCM sort of look with the legs, and get this old clunkier base out of the way. Mm-hmm.
To help reinforce the new feet, I cut out 1/4-inch squares from some leftover plywood that I had laying around and screwed these into the bottom of the base that was left. And that ended up to be pretty perfect timing because right when I got done, the legs arrived from Amazon.
I took advantage of this being on its side and I bondoed all of the pieces on the top that had scratches on it and like tool marks or something. And so now the bondo is all dry. So we're going to sand that down. I've got 180 grit on my orbital sander. I'm going to sand down the bondo and just give everything a really good scuff sand so we can move on to the next part. I found an old jar of black caviar paint from Sherwin-Williams. It is the perfect darkest black that Sherwin-Williams carries. There's just about enough left in this can for me to finish this dresser, which is pretty perfect.
Since those drawer fronts were in really rough shape, I decided to use my laser engraver and make some fun new shapes for the front of the drawers and just give it more of a modern vibe.
I can still see some of those scratches that I bondoed over on the top of this. I'm going to use some of my favorite glazing spot putty and go over these one more time before we do our second coat of paint. Now that I've made all these circles, half of them have to be painted black for the idea that I'm going for. So I set out a piece of cardboard, taped all my little circles down, and we're gonna spray these the color that's already in my paint sprayer that I used on the body of the dresser. All right, my half circles that I painted are dry, and then I left half of them unpainted. And let's arrange these on the drawer fronts. For the drawer pulls for this one, I got these little latch pulls that just sit on the top, and they're black, so they'll match the overall theme, and hopefully they'll just be like these little finger pulls right here to open the drawers, so I don't have to put a knob on here and mess up the flow of these circles. Right as I was getting ready to stage this one, something special happened. All right, pull it back a little bit. Okay, that's good.
Okay. Hey, Mom, can I actually take this dresser?
You want this one?
I do, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I think it looks good.
Really?
Yeah, I need a replacement for that tall blue one.
You don't want me to sell this?
I mean, it's up to you, but I'm gonna be honest. I want it.
All right. I gotta line the drawers first.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, I'll line the drawers and you can have it.
All right.
Okay. Well guys, it looks like I have a buyer for this one. I'll get the drawers lined this weekend and moved it into my son's room once that is ready. What'd you all think of this flip? Did I make good use out of my $5 purchase? Did I destroy this piece of vintage furniture from the 1960s? You're gonna have to let me know in the comments down below.
I've attached another one of my favorite furniture flips to this video, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Wait till you guys see what I have on deck for next week. I can't wait to see you back here as we continue to turn more lemons into sweet lemonade. I'll see you next time.